What's up, Jess? What's good, boy?
Good, good. Thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. I appreciate you, man, for real.
Absolutely. Before we start, I know we had it scheduled before and you had a passing of the coach. So my condolences right there to you and your family. I know last week was pretty tough.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. That's my dad, man. We've been together for 40 years, man.
30 years. Man. Today, I want to talk about some good news. I know here in June, you got inducted to the Hall of Fame. It was Roy Jones and Miguel Cotto and Holly Holm. How does that feel? You finally made it.
Hey, man, it feels great, man. I've always wanted to be a member of the International Boxing Hall of Fame, and I was here. I can't believe it. I can't wait, man. I'm very, very excited about it.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the very first time you started your career. I know you started very young. In that career, it took you 2.5 years to fight your championship fight. Walk us through that. Do you still remember the very first time you won that title?
Let me tell you something. I got the fight and offered the fight in January of '91. That I remember the conversation vaguely between me and Jack. She called me, said, James, I have some good news, that's some great news. I said, what is it? Give me that thing. She said, what you want for it? Great news or the good news?
Can you hear me? No, no.
Um, and then she said, we can fight for the championship. I said, are you kidding? I said, she said, but it's Michael Lynn. I said, Jack, take the damn fight. If you don't take the fight, we're done. Say you should, but it's shit. It's his hometown. I said, I have no problem with it. I like people out of their hometown. It's great. And there you have it.
And then walk me through the very first whenever you fought Michael Nunn. I remember that fight. You were down in the scorecards and you ended up knocking him out on the 11th round.
Man,
What did your corner tell you?
Bill Miller was one of the greatest trainers of all time. Was like, come on, James, stop playing. We want you hard with this. And he slapped me. That woke me up. And when he did that woke me up. I had to do the work. And then the 11th round came. Hey, he didn't pay his bills, so his lights went out.
what what was that feeling like? What when you won that fight? Did you ever go back and try to think in that moment what would have happened if you would have gave up? Tell us a little bit about that's a fight of a champion.
See, look, number one, I never give up. I never give up. I win the fight at any time with any single punches. Because like I said, I always do things different from everybody else. I never try to copy nobody. Never. All thing I try to copy is tenacity of Hagler, Hearns, Joe Walcott, Joe Lou, all the guys, all that came to my head. I know I had to get in there and be great like them. And boom, I caught him. I knew it was about to attack it. Every time I was hitting to the body, I know I had it.
You could hear whenever you some of your opponents when you faced them and it was time to square up and you were in the center of the ring. Could you tell that you had them just simply by the look that you had
I know I had him at the weigh-in.
at the weigh-in?
Yeah, I know. First thing people do when we at the weigh-in is look at the body. When he saw me come in shape, they put their head down. Oh shit, they just ready to go. Bottom line, hey, it's lights out, baby, all day, every day.
Who would you say was probably from the people you faced was what somebody wants to know who's one of the hardest punchers that you faced?
I'm gonna say Murky Sosa. Murky, Humber Sosa, the guy he was out with, and he hit me like a brick. You know what I'm saying? But the hardest guy I probably ever fought was Sam Peters. And you see what I did to him. I beat him for 24 rounds.
Someone right here is asking when you fought Dave Trebelli and the senator of Delaware contested it, saying that boxing was cheating, boxing was rigged. What did you feel? They want to know. What did you think with it?
Hey, hands down, I beat the brakes with the guy. even though he was in there, he should, if I would have been in great shape, I would destroy him into the round, but he went to a round. He gave me a great fight. Hey, and I won. One with hand. If you go back and look at the fight, look who left the more telling blows. It was me.
It's just someone else is asking when you fought Roy Jones on November 18th. Do you still recall that day on how that fight went and
Hell yeah.
the build up?
Yeah, that's first and foremost, Roy won the fight, and he did what he had to do. No, hey, no love lost. But if I wasn't trained with a fight, it would have been a whole different story. But Roy was fat as hell. But see what I had to do. If I would have been in the kind of shape I was for Tim Littles, fight Roy Jones, same outcome.
This was a good one. Someone said when you fought Evander Holyfield and when you stopped him and you won in the 9th round, do you still remember when you told Jim Gray, got milk, baby?
I told Jim Gray, don't walk up on me, grab milk.
You remember that day? Somebody's asking.
Come on and thank you.
No problem. Well, they're in there. Someone else wants to know, has there been any talks with Mike Tyson and you doing an exhibition fight?
Well, we've been trying, but he keeps coming up with excuses while James get in shape. I'll be in shape for him. I got probably acting in Holyfield. I was shape for him. You see what I did him in 9 rounds. It's even earlier, but I want to play with him a little bit longer. It is what it is. If it happens, it'll be the biggest thing in sports. It'll be the biggest thing in sports. I guarantee it.
Someone else just wrote, and I don't know if this is true, but they said that they heard that you used to play football, and one time you were in the Michigan training camp, and you slapped Deion Sanders. Is that true?
It was a summer league camp.
Oh, so okay, and that's true.
True story.
Wow, I never heard that. Somebody just wrote that there. Okay, let's see what else is coming up. Someone is asking what type of cigars do you smoke? Because I always see you smoking cigars.
I smoke.
What's your favorite?
I smoke nothing but the best. I'm a believer or some Cubans, certain Cuban cigars. Yeah, so many San Carlo. So many. I love cigars. I've been smoking cigars for 35 years. Even when I'm fighting.
Did you are you currently in the building? Are you going to make some cigars? Are you working on?
My cigars will be done in 2 weeks. We're going to release them pretty soon, and after 2 weeks, and we just waiting on the boxes now. Once they get done, I will let everybody know the link and how to get them.
Let's see. Someone wants to know, what are your thoughts on Canelo?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I like Canelo. Everybody be saying I'm a hater. I don't hate on nobody, but I want to see stiff competition. If you can pay them much money like I did, they want to see stiff competition, and that's what I did. I gave them the best. You can't keep fighting these bums and they'll take you the best. Point blank. Canelo had to step up and fight the best. Bad Beaters, the Channel Boys, Trilogy again.
Someone asked, all time, who's one of your favorite Cuban boxers?
Who?
Cuban boxers. Is there any Cuban boxers?
Oh, Philo Stevenson, boxer.
Boxer, okay. And somebody said they put a thumbs up. They said facts.
Yes, sir.
What is a fight that you want to see happen this year?
Canelo and Benavidez. I want to see Tyson Fury versus Joshua.
Want to see that happen?
Terrence Crawford, Spence.
With negotiations now, like people joining other promotions and not fighting, how is it different for you? Like fights were able to be made in the 90s and early 2000s.
Well, number one, when I want to fight somebody, I make sure it happens. Like one foot, well, I will try to make happen. Look, when I was on vacation in England, I went to Niger Ben and Chris Eubank's house. And scared him outside. I was to the Virgin Islands to try to fight Julian Jackson. He didn't come home. I was trying, you know what I'm saying? But it's up my phone. They didn't have the ball to come meet me. I was willing, and look, I was willing to take the short end of the stick. Go back. If I'm the best fan in the world, I'm gonna prove it. Time in, time out. That's how I am.
Champ, someone asked your thoughts. Do you think Tank and Lomachenko will ever meet up?
Oh my God, that would help a fight. It wouldn't last long. And if it did, Tank would knock him out in 3 or 4 rounds.
3 or 4 rounds?
3 or 4 rounds.
That's the power in there. Let's see.
Too much power. And he just passed.
Someone else is asking, what do you think can improve on the heavyweight division? What do you think about the heavyweight division right now?
Everybody fighting each other. But contender, I mean, it gotta be like in the 70s. That's what we need to get back to. The old school boxing standard. You know what I'm saying? When everybody, we had Canelo in the fighting, Canelo in the fighting, Jimmy Young and all other contenders fighting each other. That's what it should be. That will bring excitement back to the heavyweight division.
How would you say your training back then is different from now, as far as, you know, there's more technology involved and everything was more.
Listen, I've been doing the technology training in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I did it for everybody was doing now. But now it's just more refined, you know what I'm saying? And so right now the difference is that these fighters don't want to fight nobody. That's a big difference. All of them. There are a bunch of fights out there that can be made and be very exciting, like those, like the 80s and 90s, with Lyndon Hearns, Hagler, Duran.
Someone is asking, how was Roy Jones' punching power?
I don't know. He never got a fast. I mean, he was so fast. He just scared to sit out on punch. But the guy is phenomenal speed, the fastest guy I ever fought, and probably the most talented guy I ever fought as far as boxing lines. Besides, excuse me, I'm gonna say back. Besides Mike McCallum,
Okay.
the body snatcher.
What was one of the fights that you took very personal in your career that you felt a certain way when you fought your opponent?
I ran the Blade Butler and Holyfield. And they both had the same results. Not drawing knockouts. I want to beat the brace off their ass. Excuse me.
No, you can cuss. It's all good. Someone's asking, how do you want to be remembered when it's all said and done? Now that you're Hall of Fame.
As a great fighter, I never ducked nobody. Never.
Someone's asking, you and Jones, if Jones presented you with the exhibition fight, would you take it?
Oh, God. Hey, in a heartbeat, dog. Heartbeat. Yeah, I'm telling you, it'd be devastating. But as you notice, he fought everybody else, get everybody else a rematch, and then he gave me one. We could fight light heavyweight, we could fight heavyweight, but he never get the egg. Hey, it is what it is. God bless you. And look, believe me, I'm happy for Roy. We the Hall of Fame at the same time. We both deserve to be there. He deserves to be there. I deserve to be there. So hey, we have fun. We're kids.
In the lightweight division, or when you were there at the time, when you maintained your lightweight, light heavyweight, would you say that it was tougher division when you were there, when you had those titles, than what it is now?
Oh, definitely. It was middleweight champ, super middleweight champ, light heavyweight champ, cruiserweight champ. Everything way different now. Now you get past this. You know what I'm saying? You get past them excuses. Back in my day, you didn't have excuses. You either put up or shut up.
A lot of people in here saying that you were one of the best defensives. You had really good defense with the shoulder, so they're all congratulating you. They keep saying lights out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate everybody on there. I love everybody. Hey, I'm just like that, baby.
Someone said, is there any, what happened with you and Shannon Briggs? Was there any?
Shannon was just all talk. Little dude said all that bullshit. Man, it was hey, Shannon, hey, he's a character. He's a comedian. He's not a boxer.
Pound per pound, someone wants to know who would you consider better pound per pound, Spence or Canelo?
Crawford.
Crawford over them.
Bud Crawford is the best fighter in the world right now. Number one.
What's your thoughts on boxer only wanting to fight 2 times a year?
Damn. For me, I love to stay busy. I love to fight. I'm saying that they just protecting themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I call it protect the pussy. So either way this is. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be if you want to be a real fighter, a fan of people's champion, you gotta be out there and fight often. Like we did all the back in the old days.
Someone wants to know what's your thoughts on Crawford versus Spence if that happens?
Well, if it happened, but both fighters are very good fighters, but Crawford is the cream of the crop. Spence will get knocked out. And I like Spence. He's a good boxer, but you know what? Because of power and Spence who had fought the better people, that's Crawford, hands down.
What was your experience when you were trained by Freddie Roach?
Oh, Freddie was one of the greatest trainers of all time. He know what he's doing. He takes his time. He prepares you for the fight. He makes sure you prepare for the fight. Great dude. I love him. We till the day we still tight. We
Who,
airtight.
who would you say is one of the best trainers right now that you like?
Hmm. Whoever.
I think last year was Canelo's trainer was there. I don't know if he's a bad. I mean that's what I think he won trainer of the year. You got the Garcias.
I gotta say, I gotta go with Coach Bomack and McIntyre with Crawford because they've done a tremendous job with his fight with Terrence and and number one, you gotta give it up to Texas Fierce training because they do their thing too with him. Tremendous.
Someone wants to know when are you coming back to Arizona?
Wherever they have me. As a matter of fact, maybe it may be pretty soon because they may put a gym out there, and I'm talking to some people right now about putting a gym, a James Toney gym in Arizona. I have one already in South Carolina.
Someone's asking, would you ever consider becoming a trainer?
Where I kind of dabble in and out of it, but if I find somebody who really wants to fight, wants to train, instead of shit their ass, hold up.
Let's see who else this is asking. Do you think Benavidez and Canelo will fight this year?
This year, I hope so, but I really don't think so. I think Canelo gonna continue to cherry pick it, and it is what it is. I'm not in control I'm not in control of that situation between Canelo and Benavidez, but if I have my choice, I'll pick that fight right there. Boom.
Jeff,
It will be a very explosive fight.
somebody by the name of Official Ray Fire said, "Champ, let's spar again." Was that someone you sparred with back to the
Hey, tell the old man I don't want that smoke. I'm retired.
Speaking of retirement, what are you doing nowadays?
Just doing I have I have my gyms going in South Carolina and Detroit, and then I'm doing my products like my CBD, all of the a few of the things that we're still working on. And unfortunately, my pops have passed. We had a documentary coming out, so We'll push that back a little bit. So it's all coming. It's coming.
It's coming. It's all in the works. Someone wants to know who was a boxer you looked up to.
Oh, my man. I get that my godfather, Thomas Hearns. My God, I love him to death. Great dude, man. Great dude. Thomas the Hitman Hearns.
Someone heard Mr. Peace.
One of the greatest of all time right there. True fighting.
Someone is asking, when you coming back to Ann Arbor? This is Bates.
Who?
Bates.
What's up,
This
baby? I'll be home. I'll be home in May.
Hearns and Leonard, what did you think about that fight? Someone wants to know about that.
I know Leonard Hearns. Hearns my guy, and Hearns took care of his business. But the first time Leonard did take care of his business, Tommy got tired, and boom, you saw what happened. He got stopped the 14th round.
Someone's saying that you were one of their favorite boxers that you never ducked anybody.
So I said, thank you very much. And I wish all fighters today would take that same shoe I did. Go get them. Don't worry about it. They all come to you.
This is a good question. So Slim, aka Just Me 28, wants to know who would play you in a movie about your life in the Hall of Fame career. Who would play you?
They already had my able to play me in the first one, so I want to say my son.
If you were given the opportunity, who would you want to have a rematch with?
Roy Jones Jr.
What do you think about Boots?
Who is Boots?
Boots, is it? I might pronounce his name.
Oh, Ennis.
Ennis, yeah.
Ennis, hey, he's a tremendous fighter. He's up and coming. He's doing the right thing. He's trying to fight the best fights, and I respect fighters. I respect fighters like that a lot. I love it.
Let's see. Someone is asking if there was this question. If Leonard were to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr., who would you think would win?
Floyd.
During your time, who had the fastest hands?
Huh?
Who had the fastest speed, fastest hands?
Roy Jones Jr. But hey, have a blistering fast, but you know what? I wasn't in shape.
Someone wants to know, what's your favorite stogie? What's your favorite cigar?
Oliva V Figurado.
Maduro or?
No, God damn it. Like, yeah, it's sorry, it is a Maduro. I'm sorry.
Let's see here. Would you say, people were asking, would you say Magic Taylor was fast as well?
Magic Taylor was real fast, but he just couldn't punch. That was the only problem. He was fast and he wouldn't sit down and punch.
Someone wants to know what's your favorite drink.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't even drink no more.
And that's it. Back in the day.
Back in the day, my favorite drink was a Dom Perignon or Remy Martin, all the fancy shit.
Who would you say was the best defensive fighter besides you?
Ever?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Floyd Mayweather Jr. Great, they did a great job. Ask Canelo.
Someone says, how about you versus G-Man? I don't know who G-Man.
Oh, Jim McClellan. Gerald's a great fighter. Gerald's a great fighter, a great boxer. I'm a great puncher. But you know what? I was thinking about everybody else. Knocked him out, lights out.
Did someone say that there's Sean Porter, when he fought Spencer, said that he didn't have power? Do you think that's true?
Excuse me?
Someone is asking, when Sean Porter fought Spence, that he didn't have power in his punch. Do you think that's true?
Who, Sean Porter?
Yeah, Sean Porter said that
Yeah. He said, Sean Porter said, spend that power.
in an interview. I think that's what you said.
Well, he got dropped.
That's true. He got dropped. All right, let's see here. Your movie. Someone's asking about your documentary. Is there any update on like when is it going to come out in the movies or?
Well, we're talking about, they talking about today. I talked to one of the guys that putting it together. He said probably in January or February of next year.
Someone is asking, what do you think Pacquiao brought to the sport? What were your thoughts on Pacquiao?
Oh, Pacquiao was a great young fighter from his country. He did a great job with bringing the young guys lighter division, giving credit to lighter divisions. He made big fights. You know, Marquez, everybody, great fights. Mayweather, Shane Mosley, all guys, great fights.
Someone, someone's asking, who would win, you versus Booker T in a fight?
Who?
Is that the Booker T? Is that the wrestler? Was they talking about the wrestler?
This guy who tried, man, I went there. Booker already knew what I did to him at the gym. He ain't want no more. He ain't want no more.
Oh, okay.
You know, videos, proof. I have on tape. I just smacked the shit out of his ass.
If you could train anybody right now, who would you want to train? That's currently
Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford.
He's the closest thing to me.
Let's see here. We'll take a couple more questions. Make sure people are asking in that question section down there. Let's see. Who would you say is one of your favorite Mexican fighters of all time?
Oh, undoubtedly, undisputed, Salvador Sanchez. I did not watch him. Salvador Sanchez, he is the greatest Mexican fighter of all time.
That's way done.
Salvador Sanchez, I'm telling you, I love that guy.
Someone said much love from New Zealand.
David Tua, yeah, I'm a dude.
Someone wants to know, would you ever consider opening a gym and being a personal trainer?
Well, yes and yes.
Yes, and yes. So we'll take a couple more questions here. You were Rico Hoy? I'm mispronouncing it.
Rico Hoy was a fighter from Detroit. Yes.
And you said, would you fight him again?
Rico Hoy, I never fought him.
When you coming back to Blue Moon?
Whenever.
Did you ever spar David Tua?
Did I ever spar David Tua?
Mm-hmm.
I think I did. Back in the night, the Bay Walkart.
Somebody wants to know, if you were to fight Canelo, would you fight him at 160 or 168?
168, because 168, I was getting my strength on. And if I fight by 160, I'll still beat him. But it's 68, and 68, it'd be death. Give the casket ready. Get the casket ready, baby, because there's no
All right, Jeff. One last thing before we let you go. Is there any shout outs you would like to give? Any sponsorships and anything for your fans?
I just want to thank the fans who love my style of boxing, who love James Toney. I love you guys. Hey, everybody stay up and please stay safe from this bullshit coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Much love. Hey, I'm telling you, lights out, baby, all day, every day.
All right, Jeff. Thank you so much. You have a good night.
Definitely, you too, man.
Take
Man, sit down.